So, welcome to this week's episode of Are We There Yet? Our vlog, based on all things travel and adventure. Um, I'm actually going to do two vlogs this week because we've been asked quite a few questions, and to be honest, I don't even like listening to myself for more than a few minutes. So, I've no doubt that you guys feel the same. So, I thought I'd split into two, so you don't have to listen to me for too long. Um, this week we're shooting it from my balcony again, same as last week, because that's really the only place I have to go. Apologies, there might be a bit of noise coming from downstairs, but my son is setting up an assault course, um, which is his new thing this week to keep him busy. So there might be a bit of screaming and shouting coming soon. This week we're not going to talk about COVID. I'm fed up talking about it, and I'm fed up reading about it. Um, don't get me wrong, it's still there. I'm not pretending it's gone away, but I just thought for a week, let's not talk about it. Let's talk about everything else that's going on in the world and everything else that's positive. So, as I say, we've had a few questions this week. I'm going to answer three main ones. The first one is about why we're called 2.4. The second one is about our transforming family travel sort of mantra that we have. And then the third one stems from our Travel from Home campaign. If you haven't seen it, go onto our website, 2.4travel.com. Look for the big red button. There's an invitation to join the Travel from Home community. And really, what that's about is helping people plan their future travels. So it's pretty cool. The question that came out of that was then, how do I go about planning my travels, and how has that changed since having children or a child? So for this video, the first question was, where does the name 2.4 come from? So that name comes from 2.4 is the average number of children per household across the globe. It used to be in the UK a number of years ago, but I think it's now dropped to about 1.8 or 1.9. Although I would say next year we might see a surge in that. We might actually have to do a rebrand because everybody's in lockdown and maybe got more time in their hands. There might be a change in that statistic, but let's see. Um, a lot of people will remember the really, well, interesting TV show 2.4 Children. That was in the UK a number of years ago. We're not related to that, or do we use that as any sort of benchmark for what we do? No, really, it was 2.4 children, and what we wanted, the message we wanted to get across here is that we welcome families of um, all shapes and all sizes. So 2.4 is the average, but obviously to get to the average, you need to have people on either side of that and the extremes. So we welcome solo parents with one children up to couples with 10 children, or solo parents with 10 children, whatever it might be. As long as there's a parent and a child, then come along. And we welcome multi-generational too, so there can be grandparents and things involved. So that's where the name came from. And then I was talking to a journalist during the week, and they asked us about our sort of yeah, I can't even say it, transforming family travel mantra that we go on about. And as I was explaining to them, and I thought it might be quite interesting for you guys to learn about, is there's really two sides to that. The first side is that we felt the family travel industry doesn't really cater for parents with young children who want adventure in their lives. There's loads of resorts, there's loads of cruises, there's kids clubs, there's loads of fantastic things out there for your family. But if you have somebody who's travelled quite a bit, and you've never went on package holidays and things like that, and then suddenly you find yourself with children, there's not really a lot out there for you to choose from. So that's where we wanted to provide a solution. So we feel that we are on a mission to change the family travel industry and make people realise that actually parents with young children still want adventure. Parents with young children still want to get out there and do things that are a bit crazy, a bit adventurous. They still want wellness. They still want good food. All those things hasn't gone away because you've got children. And in fact, if anything, it's probably amplified. So that's our mission. Um, and then the second part of transforming family travel is that we hope that people that come on our trips will come away slightly different. Now, I'm not a big fan of putting labels on different types of travel, but there's an industry built around transformative travel, and that's really focused on people that like go out in the desert for 2 weeks, live off the ground, and become different people. We're not. That's certainly not what we're sort of suggesting that we're doing. What we're trying to do is, how do I say? I suppose if I go on holiday and I go on the resort and my kid goes to a kids club and I lie by the pool and read a book, it doesn't really impact me. It's nice and relaxing and it's good to do it every now and again. I'm not taking away from that, but it's not really going to transform me or have an impact on myself or my child. So the type of travel we do, it's very much immersing yourself in culture. It's challenging you to go outside of your comfort zone. It's doing activities that maybe you don't think you're fit enough to do, or you're scared of heights, or whatever else it might be. That's the sort of thing that we want to do. We want families to have that shared experience. Now, it's going to be subjective as to if it transforms you or not, or how it transforms you, or in what way. Um, when I travelled with my son, I found that I came back a very different person because I'd always seen just my son as a baby. And during the travels and spending so much time with him, I got to see this little person that had his own personality, and you get that with parenthood, but I feel that it happened for me during my travels with him, so that's how I sort of transformed. So that's really what we want to do. We want to create an environment that people can come away, they can have those shared experiences, they can challenge themselves, and they can do things that maybe they didn't think were possible because they now have children, and that's how we'll transform it. So those are the two topics for this morning. Tomorrow I'll come back, I'll do another video, don't get too excited, and I'll talk a few sort of my 3 tips for how you go about planning your travel. And there's some quite interesting things in there and a couple of stories from what we did, which were quite fun. So yeah, until tomorrow, thank you, and stay safe, stay positive. Cheers.